Look, I'm not a preacher or anything, but many of you asked me to make a video about this, so I'm gonna make it. I had an encounter with Jesus last year. He changed my life. Last year, I wasn't even religious. I was just scrolling. I was just scrolling through YouTube, and I remember I saw this preacher, and he was preaching against LGBTQ people, atheists, agnostic, Hindus, Muslim. I saw all types of videos, and I got really interested. Until one day, he said this prayer. If you want to know God, if you want to know Him, say this prayer. Jesus, if you're real, reveal yourself to me. Make your home into my heart. I remember saying that prayer in the kitchen. And then 2 weeks later, I got a dream. In the dream, I was in a city, and it was at night. And all I remember, I looked up to the sky. And then I saw this man with the white robe, and I said in Spanish, Jesus. And I started flying up towards him. And I was rejoicing because I knew I was with him forever. He glanced at me, and then he glanced back at the earth. And then it looked like he was getting closer to it. And then I woke up. I told my family what happened that day. I'm pretty sure that they weren't. I was pretty sure that they weren't going to believe me. We were coming back from Winco, and I was telling them the story, the dream. And, parents, they're like, oh, it could have been just light or anything, from your room. And I was kind of bummed out, what they said. But then, when we got back home from Winco, I was helping my parents with the groceries. And it was at night. And all I remember is something told me to look up at the same direction that I looked in my dream. And when I did, I saw a big shooting star. And this is so weird because God knows how much I love shooting stars. And I never got a chance to basically see when they're so rare for me. And yet, it was so big. It was so fast and so slow. And I heard a voice at the same moment that said, Jesus Christ. And I felt some joy overwhelm my heart with happiness. Me knowing that Jesus really is real. Him knowing that He really, really hears everybody. He hears everyone despite of what race, what gender, anything. He loves us all because we're all His children. And make sure to do the will of God.